This ball of ice water can stop a panic attack in less than 30 seconds. It triggers an ancient survival reflex that physically forces your heart rate to drop. It's the fastest way to hack your biology. Yes, you can bring a bucket of ice into a business meeting, but you can activate the same biological off switch using this spot on your ear. I'm Dr. Timur, and look, most people try to think their way out of anxiety. Meditate harder, visualize peace, tell themselves to calm down. Spoiler alert, this rarely works when your nervous system is screaming at you. Today I'm showing you the 3 physical buttons on your body: the ear, the cold, and one more, that mechanically switch your nervous system back to calm. No meditation app required. Let's start with the weirdest one first. So, why did I have you touching your ear like you're trying to tune into a better radio station? The vagus nerve. This is the longest cranial nerve in your body. It's called the wanderer because it literally wanders from your brain stem all the way down to your gut, touching almost every major organ along the way. Your heart, your lungs, your digestive system, they're all getting signals from this one nerve. But here's the wild part. This massive nerve has one tiny branch, the auricular branch, that actually surfaces right here on the skin of your ear. This little spot right here, this is the only place on the entire human body where you can physically touch the vagus nerve. Now, the science here gets fascinating. There is actual studies on something called transcutaneous vagus nerve stimulation. Researchers found that electrical stimulation here works best, but mechanical pressure, just using your finger, works too. When you stimulate this area, specifically the inner concha or the targus, you're sending the signal up that wire directly into your brainstem. Think of it like this: your brainstem is the control center. It's constantly asking, are we safe? Are we in danger? When you apply pressure here, you essentially send in a text message that says, hey, we're good, no tigers here, you can chill. You don't need some expensive device from a late night infomercial. You literally just need your finger. Here's what you do. Place your finger into the hollow of your ear, right in that little ball shape. Apply firm circular pressure. Not so hard you're giving yourself an ear injury, but firm enough that you actually feel it. Do this for 30 to 60 seconds. Now, is this a magic off switch? No, but think of it like biasing the system. You're gently nudging your brain toward the safety side of the scale. You're tipping the balance, and sometimes that little nudge is all you need to stop the spiral before it gets worse. By the way, when anxiety hits you, what actually helps you the most? Write it in the comments. Your answer might help someone else here. Alright, that's the gentle one. Now let's talk about the nuclear option. Okay, so the ear thing is subtle, but what if you're in a full-blown panic attack? What if your heart is racing, you can't think straight, and you feel like you're about to jump out of your own skin? You need something stronger. You need the diving reflex. All mammals, yes, including you, have this hardwired survival reflex. When cold water hits your face, your brain instantly thinks, oh no, I'm underwater, I need to conserve oxygen. And it doesn't ask for permission, it just acts. This happens via the trigeminal nerve in your face. When this nerve senses sudden cold, especially around your eyes and nose, it sends an emergency signal to your brainstem, says slow everything down now. Your heart rate drops, your blood gets redirected to your core organs. It literally overrides your anxiety. This isn't a relaxation, it's a physiological reflex. Your body doesn't have a choice. It's like hitting Ctrl-Alt-Delete on your nervous system. So, how do we actually use this? Method A, the classic. Fill a bowl with ice water. Lean over. Dunk your face in it for 15 to 30 seconds. Focus on getting the cold water around your eyes and nose. That's where the trigeminal nerve is most sensitive. Yes, it's uncomfortable. Yes, you will look ridiculous, but it works. Method B, the office hack. Because you can't exactly splash ice water on your face during a Zoom meeting without some awkward questions. So here's the workaround. Keep an ice pack or a cold water bottle at your desk. When you feel yourself spiraling, place it on the side of your neck or your upper chest. Now, the face is the most potent trigger. That's where the reflex is strongest. but the neck and the chest can still shift your autonomic balance. It's like pulling the handbrake instead of slamming a full brakes. It still works. It still forces that countdown signal. And here's the thing, this isn't about comfort. Cold is supposed to be a little shocking. That's the point. You're using discomfort to interrupt the pattern. You're breaking the cycle. But there is one more tool that's even more powerful, and you're using it right now. Now wait, I know what you're thinking. Oh great, another person telling me to take a deep breath. But I'm actually not going to tell you that, because most of the time deep breathing is wrong. Let me explain the actual mechanics here. This is called respiratory sinus arrhythmia. Sounds complicated, but it's beautifully simple. When you inhale, your heart rate speed up. That's your gas pedal. When you exhale, your heart rate slow down. That's your brake pedal. In the vagus nerve, it controls that braking action. So if you want to activate the vagus nerve, if you want to hit that brakes on your stress response, you don't need more air. You don't need to take bigger breath. You need longer exhales. Here's the protocol. The magic number is roughly 5 to 6 breaths per minute. That's way slower than most people naturally breathe. Here's how you do it. Inhale for 4 seconds. Exhale for 6 seconds. That's it. That slow rhythm is the key. You're manually pumping the brake pedal of your nervous system. You're telling your body, hey, if I can't breathe this slowly, I must be safe. Nothing bad is happening. And if you want to turbocharge this, add a hum. Why does this work? 2 reasons. First, humming requires a long, controlled exhalation, so you're automatically lengthening that exhale. Second, the vibration from humming stimulates the laryngeal muscles in your throat, which are connected to, you guessed it, the vagus nerve. It's elegant, it's free, and you can do it anywhere, though maybe not during a work presentation. These reflexes, the pressure on the ear, the reaction to cold, the synchronization of breath, this is evolution's way of helping you recover. These tools exist because your ancestors needed them to survive. You're biasing your system back to safety using the levers that were always there. If you like this video, you might find the other one helpful as well. Take care of your brain and it will take care of you. See you in the next one.